Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Robin Dow, the CEO of Nevada Organic Phosphate. We're organic raw rock phosphate. All the other phosphates in the world that are sedimentary hosted, like 85% of them, West Africa, Western Sahara, Mosaic in Florida, Atafos up in Idaho, they're all contaminated with cadmium, thorium, and uranium, the radioactive. And so they all have to be processed through a beneficiation process to produce phosphoric acid that's then amalgamated with ammonium to make mono and diammonium phosphate. Then you put that on your fields. Problem is it's soluble. And so all your phosphate ends up running into the streams and rivers and lakes and contaminating everything with algae. Huge algae blooms are a result of this chemical phosphate being used in fertilizer. The good thing about what we have in Murdoch Mountain in northeast Nevada, is northeast of Elko, a place called Montello, is that it's pure. There are no contaminants. And it's really simple. We're just going to dig it up, grind it up, bag it up, and ship it out to California. If you have organic vegetables and you're farming organically in California or anywhere in the US, you need organic phosphate because it's pure. If you use the chemical stuff, it's not organic. Plus, it's hugely damaging to the environment, whereas we're pure. And we've been really subject to BLM for the last year or two. We've had to do extensive environmental assessments because we're part of a lease process like oil and gas. We're not staked like gold or silver. And so we should be drilling by March. And over the last 4 months, we've come up with a much larger area. Originally, we were just sort of 6 kilometers where Murdoch Mountain is, that southwestern portion. Now we've got 30 kilometers of strike encompassing 12.25 square miles. And what we're seeing is that the dip on the southern portion is north, the dip on the northern crust is south, and the dip on the eastern side is west. So in fact, what it is, you think of it as a pie crust, a round pie crust, and it all dips into the middle. So that 12.25 middle, square mile middle, is where the essence of this raw rock phosphate is. We've looked at it all along the edge. It's like a Mars bar, right? It's about 12 feet deep, 12 feet wide. But as you're driving the highway, you can see it running along the edge of the mountain. Because you're calcium carbonate, you're just gravel on top and gravel on bottom, and the chocolate bar in the middle. And so we know that it's all homogeneous, and that we know that it's consistent, and it all dips at 27 degrees, and it all has a specific gravity of 2.6. So we have a real good idea of what's there. We just have to see how big it is. But the real key is that there are no other organic phosphate deposits of any consequence in a sedimentary basin in North America, and we're going to be the only one. So, if you look at Monsanto's operation, or Mosaic's operation in Tampa, northeast of Tampa, they have a mountain range 5 miles long, 500 feet wide of this phosphogypsum byproduct. When they make the acid, they get 5 tons of phosphogypsum for every ton of acid. Well, this is where all the radioactive material goes. And so it's like a tailings pond, but it's a mountain, and they can't do anything with it. So Atafos has the same problem in Idaho. And so as the ecological lobby and the politicians get more aware of this, they're going to stop the big guys from producing this phosphoric acid-based diammonium monoammonium phosphate. They're going to have to find something else, and we're the only one. So I think that we're pretty much at the point where we start drilling in March. We're only drilling down 500 feet. It's not deep. And there's water in the area, no problem getting water to drill. So we feel by the fall, there will be an ideal candidate for Mosaic, Monsanto, Nutrien, Atafos, Israeli Chemical, to come along and have a look at it and maybe have a bid for us. I'm not interested in getting a joint venture partner This is very simple mineralization, right? It's very simple from surface, and it's a very exciting time. So I'd rather sell the whole company and go home or go to Belize than end up having to have a joint venture partner who tells me what to do and I never get out of it. So thank you very much.